Still illegal in Georgia. It's Adam Zessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
We have finally arrived at the moment you've all been waiting for. Our look at the sequel to one of the best games ever released for the GameCube.
Oh, and it's got multiplayer.
Here's our preview of Metroid Prime 2, Echoes.
Oh, Samus. How you empower females around the globe. You're already the star of the most critically acclaimed game of this generation. You kick ass. You take names. You blast aliens into piles of goo. Yes, we love you, Samus, and we're hoping we'll love you even more after playing the final version of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. The sequel to the first ever 3D Metroid game, Echoes has Samus investigating a distress call on a far-flung planet. Once on the surface, she discovers that there are essentially two worlds. One is bathed in light, while the other is shrouded in darkness. Samus must venture between the two worlds to uncover the mystery behind the distress signal. This facilitates the need for new beams, including the shotgun-like dark beam, which works well on creatures in the light world. On the flip side, the light beam sends baddies from the dark world packing in a hurry. Samus' suit cannot withstand the environment in the dark world, so she must survive by being the bounty hunter in the bubble. If she ventures outside them, she loses health. You begin Echoes with a full repertoire of abilities you finished the original Metroid Prime with. But what would a Metroid game be without powering up gaming's ultimate diva? New to Samus' 3D abilities is the wall jump, which helps her bound up vertical inclines. She can also launch herself across huge ravines, or hop into a cannon for some extra propulsion. There's even a new multi-rocket weapon. Scanning, the love it or hate it aspect of the first Metroid Prime, is faster now. And there's a lot more alien blood to spill this time around, cutting back on the exploration in favor of some good old-fashioned butt-whooping. You can also count on a lot more action in Samus' ball form. And take a look at this. Is that an alert meter we see? Metroid Gear Solid? Say it ain't so. The Patent Advisor view has returned, and the experience will be rounded out by an extensive battle mode for up to 4 players. But there's still no online option. Why did I waste 40 bones on that stupid network adapter? Samus' nemesis this time around is the brooding Dark Samus. Friend, foe, a cheap knockoff? No one knows. We'll have to wait until November to find out.
Metroid fans will be happy to know Samus will have yet another attack that wasn't available in Metroid Prime.
The screw attack. It's a classic move from the old Metroid game.
Oh, yes, it is.
We loved Metroid Prime. It probably would have been our game of the year back in 2002. Well, if we had such a thing back then. Now it's 2 years later, and Samus is back on the Cube, and she's a little older, but not much wiser. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes begins with Samus doing her duty as an intergalactic bounty hunter by investigating a lost patrol of space police on the planet Aether. When she gets there, surprise, surprise, her ship craps out, leaving her stranded. She eventually stumbles upon the Lost Patrol's ship, where she finds that bad things have happened. For someone who's supposed to be a savvy bounty hunter, Samus sure has a poor memory. Time after time she investigates a problem, only to have her powers taken away. How about next time you leave the hardware on the ship until you know what's going on, girl? And alas, in Echoes, it happens once again, and Samus sets out to recover her abilities while trying to solve the mystery. And of course, what would a Metroid mystery be without space pirates? And yes, they've also returned, but they're not the only menace on Aether. And then there's Dark Samus, who obviously isn't a girl. No female would be caught dead in the same outfit. Aether has been split into two planes of existence, a dark side and a light side. The toxic dark side is ruled by an evil race called the Ing. Squaring off against foes in the dark world is annoying, because Samus must stay under protective umbrellas or lose extra health. The light-dark mechanic is more irritating than innovative, and many times you'll have to pull a carry and flip-flop from one world to another just to solve a simple puzzle. And this brings up another issue with Echoes. There's simply too much backtracking. You'll get a message with a new objective, and then you'll have to open the map and try to figure out how to get there. The first handful of hours is truly a blast as things roll along at an incredible clip, but eventually you'll be spending a lot of time running through the same areas over and over again looking for the one door that hasn't been opened. Yeah, we know this is how Metroid works. But if this series is ever going to compete with the Halos and Grand Theft Autos, this has to change. Hey, man used to think the world was flat. Otherwise, Metroid Prime 2 is just as good as the first. The attention to detail is second to none. You get some new gadgets to fiddle around with, and there's also an increased emphasis on the morph ball, which we love. And of course, the combat is sublime. We give it a 4 out of 5.